Okay, Ryan, you want to rev it up? Rev it up again. Hi, I'm Chris with Horsepower Freaks, and I am excited to be almost releasing our Gen 2 335 exhaust. We've got it installed on this bad boy 335 right here, and I just wanted to show you the factory exhaust and then show you the new exhaust and the changes that we've made. If you look here, this factory exhaust, it's actually a really nice piece from BMW. It's got, actually let me get my ruler here. So we've got dual tips. On the outside, the OD, we've got about 3-inch OD on the tips. Each side has its own muffler. We've got some restrictions right here and some dimples and some flattening to get through everything, but for the most part it flows really well. And down here, the internal diameter of these pipes, as you can see here, each pipe has an ID of about 2 1/4. Now, the other problem with this exhaust, well, the main problem is it's heavy. And so we've been able to take 40 pounds out of the weight of this car simply by swapping out the exhaust. Not only did we take 40 pounds out, but we made it sound better, we made it look better, and we made it flow more. So I'll start out at the tips. We've got 3.5-inch titanium tips here, so that's a nice improvement. And these come, we can do these in titanium that's polished like this, or let me just run over here, or titanium with the flame tips. So some people like the flame tips, some people like the stainless ones. Now here you can see each of these pipes is 3-inch from here back, and then from here all the way up is 3.5-inch. So 3.5 inches is enough to easily flow 800 wheel. I've seen 3.5-inch exhausts on cars making over 1,000. So you won't have a power issue here. But you can see all of this is mandrel bent, and there are no welds, no cuts. Here is a 14-inch high flow stainless steel resonator. Again, more mandrel bent piping. Flex sections are really important because the engine actually moves a little bit. And so because the engine moves, this flex section gives the exhaust capability of moving a little bit. It also makes it a little easier to install. Everything has V-band flanges. You can see the polish is just unbelievable. Now, let's talk about this pipe right here, because I've gotten a lot of questions about this one. This pipe, the reason we made it like this with a V-band here is because we have our single turbo kit coming out. And the single turbo kit, we won't have 2 of these pipes coming out. Instead, we'll have one big 3.5-inch pipe that will be coming right off the turbo. It'll connect right to here. So for those people getting this exhaust system, when they get our single turbo kit, the pipe will just connect right to here, so you'll be good to go. Now, on our single turbo kit, we'll also make it so that you can run it and connect it to the factory exhaust as well, if you so desire. So here's the piping, and I know you want to hear the sound, so I'm going to have it started up right now, and let's check out how this bad boy sounds. Now on startup, it's going to make a lot more noise because as you know, the wastegates are open, and as the wastegates close, it will quiet down. Now in this shop, it's going to be a lot louder because we're not outside. So, but it really makes sense. I love the blue on this car. So you can see we've got the HPF emblems on the tips, and the fitment on those, of course, is perfect. All right, Ryan, you want to start the car? Now that sounds nice. Now that's with it all the way cold. So let's hear how this sounds once it warms up. Old exhaust tips. New exhaust. And of course some fighters overhead. Okay, Ryan, you want to rev it up? Rev it up again. Alright, now this exhaust, this is December 8th, and we'll have this exhaust shipping in 3 months. So January, February, March, around March 8th or so. So if you want this exhaust, get in your orders now because we're already selling them. So, alright, this car now has high flow downpipes in it. And the exhaust note changes with the high flow downpipe. So what we did is we got the car cold again so we could hear it on startup with the high flow downpipes. Now, one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention earlier is that this exhaust system comes with stainless steel bung for your wideband. So for those of you guys that have widebands, you don't need to pull out your welder and start welding. The exhaust already has the bung in there for you. And we ship it with a bung plug. So if you don't have a wideband today, we'll ship you the exhaust, and if you want to get one later, you just pull the bung plug out and stick the wideband in. So anyways, let's start her up. As you can see with this exhaust system, you got to remember we're in a side of a building, so the sound's echoing off everywhere. It's a lot, well, it's quite a bit louder with the downpipes in. So this is what it's going to sound like once the car's warmed up. And the note is actually amazing. I really, really like the sound of that. That sounds like a beast. Okay, Ryan, rev it. Wow, that sounds awesome. Let me go a little further away. Okay, do it again, Ryan. Okay, we are going to take this car on the road. I'm going to put some GoPros on it so we can hear what it sounds like ripping down. Alright, we're outside with Ken. Ken's got this in his car. That sounds amazing. You wanna rev it once for me? You like it? Alright, we are going to take this car for a test drive as soon as we get the license plate back on it. And I'm going to put this camera on the outside of the car.